The way you pronounce my name is Mady Sissoko, but back home, people call me Madiganda. I'm from Mali, West Africa. My main village name is called Tangafoya. I'm the youngest of 10 kids, the 6 sisters and the 3 brothers. My older brother's name is Solomon, who's a military, who made Mike my guardian.
I practiced as a CPA for many years and had the opportunity to manage an ophthalmology practice in Provo, Utah. And a good friend of mine approached me about seeing if I could help organize a trip to Mali, Africa, because this part of the country had never seen eye doctors. Luckily, one of our good doctors, Paul Olson, volunteered to take that initial trip.
Our first visit, we were there 9 days, and we did about 120 cataract surgeries.
It turned into the first miracle that I had ever witnessed. Someone that had gone from blindness to being able to see the very next day. We stay in a compound. Next door to the compound was a little tiny basketball court. In 2015, I went over to watch the boys play basketball. 2 people drove up on a motorcycle. There was a tall man driving the bike, and there was a short man behind him. The short man said, "I'm a basketball coach from Bamako, the capital city." And with me, Solomon told me that he had a younger brother that played for this coach up in Bamako. We heard that you were here with your group of doctors, and we wanted to meet you and tell you about a couple of our players that we feel are good enough to go to America. And they took us to a basketball court and said there were 2 young men. Mady Sissoko was one. Mady was just 15 at the time. I watched him play, took some video, and said, "Thank you very much. Come home tonight. We'll come back and see you again someday." And that's where we left it. A few months later, we get a phone call that having Mady come over and play with them. That hurt my interest. Went straight over to Dr. Wilson's office.
I felt sort of a divine inspiration. This kid is very special, and that he needs this opportunity. We need to do this. We got to pull out all the stops, see what we can do, and that's where we started. Okay, how can we do this? Where could he go?
Dr. Olson called some friends that were patients of his and was able to make a connection with Wasatch Academy in Mount Pleasant, Utah. I took that original video and showed it to the basketball coach, and he said, "I think we ought to bring him over here."
When Mike said he want to come meet with my family before we come to America, I mean, it meant everything to me. We drove about 8 hours, go to my village, and to say goodbye. It was an exciting moment, also the sad moment, because that was my first time ever leaving my family to go somewhere like that. When I got Utah first, my mind, I was just saying, wow, this is crazy.
Coach Condi at Wasatch Academy, the thing he told us right off the bat is this kid's got everything you can't teach, but his basketball IQ is just about 0.
Mady's development at Wasatch Academy, because of his coaching and his determination, he developed quite quickly.
We identified Mady and kind of delved into it, and as time told us, he'd kind of be the right fit for us, and then the relationship started to nurture.
We went out to Michigan State for a final visit, and We said, Mady, this is your decision.
You only go to one school, and then you have to think about it and pray about it. So God led me to Michigan State.
In terms of all those sacrifices he made in his journey, we put value in that, and we appreciated him for those moments that we can't even relate to ourselves.
Development comes from a base, and if you don't have a base, it prolongs the development.
English is not my first language, so the language is a problem there. Since I stepped in the campus, they have just been helping me in the core of the core. I mean, it's just amazing. You can't ask you anything more than this.
You're trying to develop a guy into being able to go to school at a Big Ten university academically. Then you're trying to develop him to play at a Big Ten university athletically with very little base from where you reach back from.
You really have to consider the whole story here. Julius Marble leaves, Marcus Bingham graduates, people want to put us, want us to sign somebody in the transfer portal. Coach Izzo deserves a ton of credit. We put our chips with Mady.
For a lot of people that have been around Mady, like our team has, and just kind of seen him grow over the last 3 years, it's like, Mady's gonna surprise some people.
I think everybody probably around here remembers the Kentucky game. He had such a good game.
Mady Sissoko coming off a terrific game against Gonzaga, gets the Spartans on the board.
Think about this kid's development. He's really improved from last year. Sissoko has star potential.
16 points and 9 rebounds. New career high in scoring, and he has matched his career high in rebounds.
Mady was the player of the game. The whole team has surrounded him. I mean, they were all so excited for him.
The Kentucky game, I could watch that over and over. Part of it to see his teammates show how much they care about him.
Every experience, in some ways, a new experience for him, especially as we go through Big Ten play. He's not as smooth offensively as a Trace Jackson Davis. He's not as big as a Zach Edey. But I will tell you, against Indiana, he had his best post move, back to basket move early in the game.
This is Sissoko stepping middle. What a matchup over the top of Jackson Davis.
So there is that progress.
We talk a lot here about there's a process. With Mady, we proved that we believed in him because we didn't go out and get somebody. And he proved that he believed in us because he didn't leave. And yet, we're still in the process. Mady is not where I think he's going to be.